If you're shopping for a commercial zero-turn mower under $10,000, this is the most dangerous price range to get wrong. This is where marketing gets aggressive, spec sheets look incredible, and one bad decision can cost you thousands in downtime, repairs, or regret. Many of these mowers are close on paper, but small differences in drivetrain, deck design, comfort, and long-term durability can make a huge difference once hours start adding up. In this video, I'm ranking the 7 best commercial zero-turn mowers under $10,000, plus one wild card that just hit the market. This list isn't based on brand loyalty, dealer hype, or cherry-picked specs. It's based on real-world comparison, how this list was built. Before we get into the rankings, it's important to understand how this list was built. I reviewed 14 different brands that all have mowers hovering around the $10,000 price point. These weren't chosen because they're popular. They were chosen because they're actually comparable. Each mower was evaluated on engine options, drivetrain strength, deck construction, cut quality, real-world speed and productivity, comfort and suspension, warranty, and long-term ownership value. Specs matter, but how those specs translate into real-world performance matters more. Some mowers didn't make the list because they're overpriced. Of course, like anyone else, I add in some of my opinion that is rooted in over 15 years in this industry. However, I keep it as unbiased and fair as possible. At the end of the video, I'll also briefly cover 6 mowers that were reviewed but didn't make the top 7 and explain who they actually make sense for. If this kind of breakdown helps you make better buying decisions, subscribe to the channel. I focus on real-world comparisons, not marketing hype. I've also linked the full comparison spreadsheet below with every spec, data point, and notes used in this ranking, so you can compare these mowers side by side and decide what's best for you. Now let's get into the mowers. Number 1, Hustler FasTrak SDX. Coming in at number 1 is the Hustler FasTrak SDX, and this is the mower I'm most confident recommending to the widest range of buyers under $10,000. The reason it ranks first isn't hype or brand loyalty. It's execution. Hustler didn't cut corners on the components that actually matter in the real world. This mower feels commercial the moment you sit in it. It's stable, predictable at speed, easy to live with day to day, and built around a drivetrain that won't become the weak link as hours add up. It's not flashy and it's not trying to reinvent anything, but it consistently delivers where it counts. If you're a contractor, a large property owner, or someone who wants one mower that can grow with you, the FasTrak SDX sets the benchmark in this price range. Let's look at the specs. Cut width, 48, 54, or 60 inches. Engine, Kawasaki FX 691 or FX 730. Drive system, Hydro-Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity, 8.5 gallons. Speed, 10 miles per hour. Suspension type, suspension seat. Warranty, 4-year or 1,000 hours. Price, $9,899 to $10,770. One thing to note that I mention in every video is these prices are only estimates and can fluctuate, especially year to year. For the most up-to-date pricing, make sure you check with your local dealer. Number 2, Toro 2000. The Toro 2000 series earns its spot near the top because it delivers one of the best mowers in this category. This mower has competitive specs for the most part outside of the Toro branded engine that is made by Longshan, a Chinese manufacturer. The turbo force deck design performs very well, and it also comes with a great warranty. In real-world use, the Toro 2000 is smooth, predictable, and extremely consistent. The cut quality is excellent, the controls feel smooth, and Toro's dealer network remains one of the strongest in the industry. It doesn't win on raw value or specs, but if you care about performance, cut quality, and long-term support, this mower makes a strong case under $10,000. Here are the specs. Cut width, 48, 52, or 60 inches. Engine, Toro 24.5 with HDAC. If you want better engine options, you'll have to step up to the HDX or 3000 series model for more money. Drive system, Hydro-Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity, 7 gallons. Speed, 10 miles per hour. Suspension type, suspension seat. Warranty, 4-year or 1,000 hours. Price, $8,649 to $9,249. Number 3. Exmark Radius S. The Exmark Radius S ranks third largely because of one thing: cut quality. If this list were based purely on how the lawn looks when you're done mowing, this mower would be fighting for the top spot. Exmark's deck design produces clean cuts, excellent airflow, and very consistent striping across different grass types. Where the Radius S loses a bit of ground is in drivetrain strength compared to some competitors. The hydros are reliable, but they're not as heavy-duty as others higher on this list. Still, for buyers who prioritize cut quality and amazing dealer network, the Radius S remains one of the best choices in this price range. Specs: cut width 48, 52, 60 inches. Engine: Kawasaki FX651V, FX691V, or FX730V. Drive system: Hydro Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity 7 gallons. Speed 9 miles per hour. Suspension type: suspension seat. Warranty: 4-year or 750 hours commercial. Price: $8,599 to $9,499. You may wonder why the Toro was ranked above the Exmark. In my experience, since the price is relatively the same, I think it's better to have the 3400 trans axles over the 3100. This is more important to me than the Kawasaki FX engine over the Toro branded engine, even though some may disagree. Number 4. Bad Boy Maverick HD. The Bad Boy Maverick HD lands at number 4 because it brings serious specs to the table. This mower is built heavy, powered by large commercial engines, and equipped with commercial hydros and a massive fuel capacity. On paper, it looks like a dominant option. Where Bad Boy still struggles slightly is consistency. Dealer setup and support matter more with this brand than others, and experiences can vary. They are still a bit of a hype brand, but are truly growing quickly, and their dealer base is expanding faster than any other brand. The Maverick HD is a powerful, durable workhorse that delivers strong performance at a great price, but make sure you have a good dealer in your area. Here are the specs: cut width 42, 48, 54, or 60 inches. Engine: Kawasaki FX691V, FX730V, or Vanguard 810. Drive system: Hydro Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity 13 gallons. Speed 9 miles per hour. Suspension type: suspension seat. Warranty: 2-year unlimited hours. Price: $9,045 to $9,512. Number 5. Bobcat ZT3500. The Bobcat ZT3500 quietly wins the spec battle against much of the competition, which is why it consistently surprises buyers once they look past brand familiarity. With ZT3400 hydros, Kawasaki FX engines, and solid deck construction, this mower is built for productivity. Bobcat doesn't yet have the same turf market visibility as some legacy brands, but performance-wise, the ZT3500 is absolutely legitimate. As Bobcat continues to invest in the turf segment, this mower is likely to gain more recognition and climb in future rankings. Specs: cut width 48, 52, 61 inches. Engine: Kawasaki FX651, FX691, or FX730. Drive system: Hydro Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity 7.8 gallons. Speed 10 miles per hour. Suspension type: suspension seat. Warranty: 3-year or 1,000 hours commercial. Price starting at $9,611. Number 6. Scag Patriot. The Scag Patriot comes in at number 6, and it's easy to see why Scag loyalists might expect it to rank higher. The build quality is excellent, minus the recent screws coming loose problem. The deck is tough, and the cut is consistently good. The reason it lands lower on this list comes down to flexibility. There is no 48-inch option, and the 52-inch model steps down to lighter-duty hydros. The 61-inch Patriot is a strong machine, but the most common configurations are less competitive in this specific price range. It's still a very solid mower, just not the most versatile option for the widest group of buyers. Here are the specs. Cut width, 52 or 61 inches. Engine, Kawasaki FX or FT, Kohler Command Pro, Briggs CXI or Vanguard. Scag has the largest engine offering compared to the other brands on this list. Drive system, Hydro Gear ZT3500 on the 52-inch and ZT3500 on the 61-inch. Fuel capacity, 6.5 gallons. Speed, 8.5 miles per hour on the 52-inch and 10 miles per hour on the 61-inch. Suspension type, suspension seat. Warranty, 2-year unlimited hours commercial. Price, $8,899 to $10,249. Number 7, Gravely Pro Turn ZX. The Gravely Pro Turn ZX earns the final spot in the top 7 because of its durability-first design. This mower has the thickest deck steel in the group, with a 7-gauge fabricated deck that's built to take abuse and provides a great cut. Where it loses ground is productivity. The top speed is lower due to the smaller ZT3500 transaxles, and the fuel tank is smaller than the others on this list. It cuts well and lasts a long time. But if efficiency and speed matter, other mowers higher on the list simply get more done in the same amount of time. Specs: cut width, 48, 52, 60 inches. Engine, Kawasaki FX 691 or FX 730. Drive system, Hydro Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity, 5.1 gallons. Speed, 8.5 miles per hour. Suspension type, suspension seat. Warranty, 2-year unlimited hours commercial or 4-year 750-hour residential. Price, $9,499 to $9,999. Number 8, the wildcard pick, Wright ZTS. The Wright ZTS earns the wildcard spot because it introduces something genuinely new to this under $10,000 category. I know Ferris has full suspension too and had it first, but not at this price point. With full suspension, Kawasaki FT engine, and ZT3500 hydros, this mower is clearly designed to change how a zero-turn rides and handles rough terrain. It's not a mower for everyone, and it's still very new, but it's absolutely one to watch. The specs and price point for a true suspension unit are great. I wonder with Wright co-signing Ferris long-time suspension if this will become a trend. I'll do a separate video with my thoughts on that. Here are the specs. Cut width, 52 or 61 inches. Engine, Kawasaki FT series. Drive system, Hydro Gear ZT3500. Fuel capacity, 12 gallons. Speed, 12 miles per hour. Suspension, full suspension with independent front suspension. Warranty, 2-year unlimited commercial. Price, $9,799 to $9,999. Quickly reviewed. Mowers that didn't make the list. There were 6 other mowers reviewed that didn't make the top 7. However, this doesn't make them bad mowers. It's not easy to narrow these down for a general audience. Depending on your situation, they may make sense. Here are the other 6 I didn't choose. Cub Cadet ZTX6. This is a solid mower with great specs. Cub Cadet is just not what it once was. Kubota Z400, KW and KWT. The ZT3600 transaxles really shine on this mower. However, I can't get past the Kawasaki FS engine option. This is a major step down compared to the others. I respect Kubota choosing the heavier-duty transaxles over engine, but I don't think it's the best setup. They do have higher-priced Z400 models with Kawasaki FT engines, but they are $11,000 to $12,000, and still not an FX engine. Big miss and opportunity for Kubota, in my opinion. Grasshopper 127V. These are great mowers and very well built. I didn't choose them because of their Briggs CXI engine option, Parker HTE transaxles, no suspension seat, and not so great warranty. 2-year or 500 hours commercial and 4-year 500-hour residential. First 2 years parts and labor, last 2 years parts only. Something like that. Oh, and Grasshopper is a bit more of a niche brand that doesn't have as big of a dealer network as some of the other brands. Otherwise, great mower. Ferris IS 700. This mower isn't bad at all, but the pivoting front axle isn't my favorite, and it's kind of overpriced for what it is. If you want real comfort, you'll need to move up to the Ferris ISX 800 series, which are around the $12,000 range. Trust me when I say the ISX 800 over the IS 700 is worth the extra couple $1,000s by a mile. John Deere Z735M. I really do want to like John Deere, but this mower just doesn't really do it for me. I don't love the engine option or no suspension seat, and it's massively overpriced for what it is. But that's kind of expected from John Deere. The upside is they have a great dealer network and a die-hard brand. Spartan RT Pro. I began to not even include this mower because it only has a 61-inch deck and tough torque TZT transaxles. They aren't bad mowers, but Spartan has really gone downhill since Toro acquired them. It seems like they're kind of dying and their dealer base is starting to erode. It's not looking good, but still not bad mowers. There you have it, the top 7 mowers under $10,000. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It helps more than you think. If you're mower shopping right now, drop a comment and tell me what you're considering. And if you want the full spec comparison spreadsheet I used to build this list, it's linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.